let us go!
We have to destroy its shield!
Ragnarök is here. They know what that means for Asgard.
Behind you! Let's go! We need to leave before anything else shows up. The gate is just through this crack in the rocks when you're ready. Father, I know we're doing the right thing. Ragnarök has to happen.
The price we and others paid for this war is high. It will only get higher.
It'll be worth it.
Brothers, how did it go? And yes, my usefulness to a certain Vanir numpty did run out.
Ragnarök awaits our call.
As do the armies of hell. Thanks mostly to me. It seems war is upon us at last. Where to now, brother? We've some time before we're expected at the temple.
This could be our last chance, Father. Is there anything you want to finish up?
What else do you know of the mask?
Only that it was the great passion of Odin's life. He journeyed across Aegir's burning ocean into the heart of the silent matron herself to find it. Lost every man in his crew, but to hear him tell it, it was worth all that blood and more.
I had a feeling you might pop in here. You know everybody's meeting in Midgard, right?
Thank you.
Hey, y'all. I just wanted you to know if you need anything at all, I'll be around. Either here or at proximity. Yeah, I know we're all busted up inside today, but, you know, I for one would like to keep busy. Now, those are some angry knives. Let's make some magic. Ought to make Odin's spear look like a toothpick.
A good fit.
Better get that armor nice and bloody. Woo-hoo! Looking good.
We heading out?
Y'all ever find out what was bothering Helga? Smelled something and just ran right off. And the little one? Know what you want? What's a tiny feller need?
Well, this is it then. The beginning of the end.
The end for Odin. And after that, a new beginning for the rest of us.
Atreus,
I know. I'm just looking forward to seeing all the realms finally standing up to him. Elves and dwarves and hell itself.
you are so certain they will unite.
They have to. After everything they've been through. They have to. Don't they? That's so weird. We must have been to this part of the lake 100 times, and I've never seen that building before.
Aye. Strange, isn't it? Let's take a closer look. Brother, about the oracles of your lands, would you say they manipulated events? Did they have an agenda?
I do not doubt they held their own interests first. But in my experience, they could be easily fooled by their own prophecies.
Would that be a specific experience, brother?
Once, I sought the Oracle for a means to break my bondage to Ares. One priestess had visions that showed her Olympus would be brought to ruin by the god of war. Therefore, she helped me, intending to undermine Ares and protect her realm. She did not foresee that I would kill him and take his office.
Brother, what is it?
The wolves cannot focus.
Watch your left! Suspect that's all of them.
Father, are those the same raiders we rescued our wolves from when they were pups?
Yes. These were cold raiders. Wolf eaters.
I bet they have other camps around here. If so, I'd like to take care of them so they can't hurt any more animals.
Perhaps.
So, sounds like things went well enough in Muspelheim.
I mean, probably. Surtur didn't want Samara involved. So instead of them combining to form the Ragnarok beast, we did a workaround that left her out of it.
Well, hopefully he still shows up at Ragnarok to plunge his sword into the heart of Asgard.
And where is that exactly?
Only Surtur knows.
All the armies are probably gathered in their home realms, waiting for when we blow Gjallarhorn. Guess I was kind of hoping to see some of them here.
When all the realm towers open at once, we'll see plenty, lad. Odin won't believe what's coming for him.
No. Odin had lifetimes to prepare for this. Whatever Groa's deception, he heard the truth as Tyr. Do not underestimate him.
Rousing speech, brother. Very inspirational.
Wow, the Valkyries look different.
Welcome back. Hildisfini informed me of your success. We've been planning accordingly.
Well, what would Ragnarok be without Ragnarok?
Who else agreed to join us? I see the Valkyries.
Better than that. They are reborn. Corporeal and uncorrupted, thanks to no small amount of Vanir magic. They're shield maidens now.
Nice.
And your brother?
He came through. The elves called a truce to unite against Asgard. That gives us an advantage by air, and with Hel's army for a vanguard.
What about Sindri? Will the dwarves fight?
We haven't heard from him. But there's time yet. And I think we have what we need to clear a path for the Ragnarok beast.
Well, when you say it like that, why worry at all? Sigrun! It's good to see you so... alive.
Oh, yes. I wasn't myself when last we met. I'm glad you're safe. My queen, the Shield Maidens will be divided among the forces breaching from Alfheim, Helheim, and here in Midgard. We stand ready. Kratos, Atreus, Mimir, please excuse me.
Oh. Good night, then.
Freya, have you determined our path out of Asgard?
If the towers are the way in, we count on them being the way out.
And if they are not?
Then we all know what we signed up for. Our plan is only missing one thing. A leader.
That honor is yours. You have a righteous claim, and the respect of your troops. And you have faced this enemy before.
I held his invading army to a stalemate. This is our invasion, a siege on his terrain. I want our most experienced wartime general in the field. I don't care about the honors, I don't care about the prophecies and champions. I just need us to win.
Freya.
I know what I'm asking. Just sleep on it. Here we are. Kratos, your tent is to the right, and Atreus, yours is to the left.
Mine?
A young warrior needs his own space, don't you think?
I do. Wow. Thanks.
Sleep on what we spoke of. Let me know in the morning what you decide.
Hildy, come join us. Have a seat.
I miss anything?
I was just telling him about the time I asked you to play damsel in distress. Okay, then, when she had them distracted, I jumped in, heroic, and together, we took them all down. There must have been 100. I don't know, maybe more.
Spare us your gloating.
Does it really bother you that some of my ideas actually work?
No, but I do envy you.
In what realm? Spare me the patronizing.
I've calculated every risk I've ever taken. Tried to mitigate all the ways it could go wrong, and still, it all falls apart. You just throw yourself into situations in harm's way, and somehow it always works out for you. You always end up all right with that stupid grin.
I'd argue my trip to Asgard didn't go quite so well.
Yes, there are some lessons to be learned by planning, and others by learning to adapt. That's why you two are such a great team.
I'd argue it's because we had such a lousy old man.
Some. It's true Njord was not much of a father, but he's the reason we were able to be a family.
Yeah, funny you should be so hard on him, Freyr, since you inherited his wanderlust. Especially in times of importance.
That's not true. I had good reason for leaving those times. Tell her.
I have missed this.
My apologies, but I would like to be alone with my thoughts.
We will leave you to them then.
Are you nervous, love? I'm nervous. What if they don't accept us? What if they don't follow us into battle? I mean, in their eyes, we're an abomination.
And how is that our problem and not theirs? The Uniter has spoken. That should be enough. They will follow.
And if it's not enough?
Then I will make them.
That sounds like the elf I fell in love with.
You're shivering.
I'm cold.
We can leave for Alfheim now, if you want.
No. No, I'd like to stay here for as long as we can.
Oh, hey. Is it okay if I just hang out here for now? Nothing's wrong. I just want to be alone. And think.
Excuse me. May I have a moment with Mimir? I don't know what tomorrow brings, but If tonight is our last night, I'd like to spend it feeling something besides hate. Will you tell me one last silly story?
There's nothing I'd like more. Except perhaps a dance. Though I may have lost a step. Due respect, love, I don't tell silly stories.
You only tell silly stories.
I can never argue with you.
Can I sleep here tonight?
You must quiet your mind.
I can't.
Then I will tell you a story.
If I fall asleep, promise you'll finish it tomorrow?
Of course. Now, close your eyes. There was an old man who chopped wood for his village. Every evening he bore the logs on his back and delivered them to his people. But the logs were heavy, and he grew weaker as time went. And one day, he threw down the logs as he could no longer bear their weight. And he called for death to come to him. And when death arrived,
Faye's the only one who ever got my highbrow sense of humor. Damn fine woman she was. Apart from her taste in men, of course.
She was a special woman. She wanted to protect people.
She was here. She saw every step we took before we took it. Like she was always with us. Watching over us. Leading us home.
Does my request upset you? Death is a natural part of life, my love. I wish only to be prepared for when my time comes. We mortals must do such things. I am glad to have you prepare with me. You are quiet?
I have nothing to say.
Well, say something. I enjoy hearing your voice.
A funeral pyre. I would have chosen different.
Oh?
In my land, we entomb our loved ones.
You would have me trapped in the ground for eternity.
I would have you close to me.
How touching. My rotting corpse would bring you such comfort. You once tried to take charge of your ending, did you know?
That was different.
Circumstance, yes. But not on purpose.
You prepare for a distant future. There is much time ahead of us.
I wish to better a future that will exist without me, whenever that day comes. For you, and for our son. We will always walk together, Kratos. You will always be a part of me. I will always be a part of you.
And when you are gone, that part of me dies as well. Faye, you feel your absence.
Culmination of love is grief. And yet we love, despite the inevitable. We open our hearts to it. When the pyre is spent, and you have gathered my ashes, spread them from the highest peak in all the realms. You will do this for me. To grieve deeply is to have loved fully. Open your heart to the world as you have opened it to me, and you will find every reason to keep living in it.
What's going on?
It is time.
I'll meet you outside, Father. Sir.
We'd hoped to fly into battle with you one more time, my queen.
Me too. But not as your queen. As sisters. Are you ready?
Yes. I will be your general.
It will be an honor to fight alongside you, General.
Aye, brother. I'll be right by your side. So, what are your orders?
To the temple.
Hey, General Kratos! I got something you're gonna want before you go to war. What was I thinking? Of course you got your armor all set. Just go win. That's all that matters. Oh, do you think it wise to go off without stocking up? You may never get a chance again.
General.
Sir?
General?
General?
Sir.
Hey, bud. General.
I came to these lands to escape my past, to start a new life. I can hide no longer. I do not want this war. We have suffered enough. Prophecy did not lead us here, nor will it win this battle. Wars are won by those that are willing to sacrifice everything. If that is the cost of vengeance, so be it.
Odin has taken so much from us already. The realms have suffered enough. No matter the cost. This ends today.
If going out in a blaze of glory means that Odin burns too, that's where I'll be. A big, fat smile on my face.
For Brock.
Ready yourselves. Muspelheim Tower has fallen.
If Odin goes after Niflheim next,
They're trying to shut out Ragnarök.
we gotta stop those war machines.
Not an ideal start. Wait.
Ingrid, we don't have time.
I know. Just wait.
Ingrid!
Well, we got work to do.
You three, follow. Atreus. Freya, with me. Watch our flanks. To the war machines.
This way!
Behind you, watch out!
Careful, brother. You're covered in light.
Behind you!
Keep moving!
Yelpa!
Niflheim Tower's not looking so good.
Behind you! Look
There's
out!
still time. We have to... No!
Angrboda!
till you show up!
Catch him later!
Incoming!
What's our next plan, brother?
We have no other plan. Our focus remains on the war machines.
We should head for the flaw behind the Asgard Tower. Without Ragnarok, it's our only chance to break through the wall.
Hrinthur's flaw! You said only Surtur knew how to use it!
Let's say I was wrong. Behind you! Incoming!
Here it comes, behind you!
Yelpa!
Shield strike, now!
Behind you! Look out! Keep an eye on that tail! Alpha!
The war machines. We use them to breach the flaw and strike the city with our allies.
Sounds desperate.
Good. Desperation is our advantage.
Would have preferred a realm-destroying fire giant, but I suppose desperation is better than nothing.
The Alpha!
This is the last.
Was that?
It was. Odin's new Valkyrie queen is Gná. This complicates things.
I would think so.
Then we must hurry. Eyes up!
The Alpha! Enemy behind you!
Behind you!
The Alpha!
welcome sight. But he didn't follow us from Midgard. Curious. He'll keep Thor busy at least.
Eyes up!
The Alpha! Use a shield strike!
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
Keep moving!
At least that army is already dead!
We're getting nowhere! The Einherjar return from Valhalla as quickly as we kill them!
There goes the Alpine reinforcements!
We are running out of armies.
Looks like the Giants made it after all.
The snake looks different.
He is different. But when I was away, never mind, later.
The Einherjar's link to Valhalla. My sisters and I must sever it.
Go.
Still no sign of the dwarves.
Sindri won't let us down. We have to trust him.
Rally all you can. We will make for this Svartalfheim tower.
So what's the plan? How are we gonna breach the wall without Ragnarok?
The war machines.